Is everyone doing well? Can you hear me okay? Yeah, perfect, perfect. Okay, well, today's session is just breathe. All the sessions we are doing is all about breathing. Breathing is awareness. The moment we bring the awareness to the breath, then I can regulate my breathing. When the awareness is not there, the breathing continues. Yeah. Sometimes it goes fast, sometimes it goes slow, sometimes it's unsteady, sometimes it's depending on the scenes we are seeing throughout the day. So our breathing also fluctuates. So, what does it really mean when it says just breathe? So, let's for a moment, 1 minute, close our eyes and just focus on our breath. Just observe your breath. Is it slow? Is it fast? Is it calm? Is it full? Is it going the way I would like to flow? Just observe that breath. Okay, did you all observe the breath? Was it the way you want it to be? Calm and relaxed? Yeah. Some people will say yes, some will say it was just I couldn't control it. So, in this session today, we're going to do the breathing exercises as well as some acupressure points. And how does the breathing help? We're going to go into details of what does it do to our body? Yeah, would you be interested in that? Yeah. How does it help? Yeah. Throughout the day, we're breathing, but when we are breathing consciously, that's why they say just breathe, meaning be an observer. So now we're going to start with our chanting of Om 5 times. Om, I the soul. Again, the soul is an observer and the body is doing everything. I the soul am going to now chant Om 5 times using the power of my mouth. Inhale. Om. Om. the breathing exercises that we are doing, chanting of Om, I the soul, I recognize who I am, and I'm actually controlling my senses, my body. So when I chant Om, I'm connected to that consciousness of who I am. Now, when we do a deep inhalation, now we're going to practice that just for a few minutes, just to see my lungs capacity, how it's working. Okay, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Just observe, you're just breathing with the power of your capacity. Just breathe. The more you observe your breath, you will start to notice the bottom, middle, and top portion of your lungs opening up. It's almost like a parachute. And then when we exhale, it closes back. Inhale and exhale. So when we do this breathing, deep inhalation and exhalation, we are actually filled with all the power of oxygen that our body needs to sustain. But because it's in the lower part of our lungs, we need to deep inhale and bring it to the top portion of our lungs. And then exhale, and then you release it. What it does, it becomes a natural inhaler. So anybody with immune system, respiratory infection, what this breathing does, it actually reverses. When our lungs are weak, when it's not able to use its capacity fully, we need an inhaler. So when we are using our natural inhaler, this is my own pharmacy inside. Yeah, there is one pharmacy outside and there is another pharmacy inside. This pharmacy has the chemicals which I need to activate. Yeah, when we go to pharmacy, the chemicals are already made in terms of pills, right? So we don't know how their hard work is being put into those chemicals. When we do this breathing, we're actually using our own pharmacy to produce the chemicals. In this breathing, we're actually producing enough oxygen. So when you do the deep breathing, it increases 5 to 10 times more oxygen. So when you do normal breathing, it's 300 to 400 ml of oxygen, or 400 to 500 ml of oxygen. When you do a deep inhalation, that oxygen increases 4,000 to 5,000 ml, yeah, depending on your capacity. So when I say just breathe, meaning every day just keep doing this, the more and more you do, the science shows that everything you do again and again and again brings the power within you. So the pharmacy inside and the chemist is ourselves, right? We are the chemist and we have to use this breathing. That's why I said, just breathe. Don't worry about anything else. Your body is smart enough to retrieve the oxygen if you do the right way, and then it will get into the brain cells, and the brain will distribute that throughout the whole body, and it gets mixed into our blood, and that oxygenated blood is flowing throughout our body. So if you have asthma, if you have allergies, if you have heart-related problems, it starts to reverse. Yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay. And that's why we have to just breathe. Yeah? When somebody says, well, tell me how long it will take. Well, it depends on your pharmacy, the chemist, how much he's working. If you just do 1 minute, well, 1 minute of effort will give you 1 minute of results, right? It's not like what you put in, you're not getting any results. Any sort of effort that you put in, you are getting the result. It's almost like depositing pennies. Over time, those pennies accumulate, right? Same thing. When we use our own power, it accumulates into a power that is beyond any science. So that's first breathing. Okay, now I'm going to show you some pressure points. Are you ready for that today? And then we'll have a discussion if you have any questions, of whatever questions you have about diet, about the breathing, anything. We'll open it up for last 15-20 minutes. Okay. So the first pressure points I'm going to show you, it's between your index finger and your middle finger in your hand. Okay, so it's right here. Can you see? It's that softer part between your index finger and your ring finger. That softer part, this is for your eyes. So if you have eyes related issues, which we all can use today, nowadays, right? We're always on a computer, Zoom, phone. So just press this pressure point. So what you're going to do is you're going to rest that hand on the top of the other hand, and then you're going to use your thumb to apply the pressure. Okay, let's do that. So it'll be like this. Going to use that thumb to apply the pressure. Okay? So this is for your eyes. You can do this 1 to 2 minutes in each hands. Same pressure points are on our feet as well. Okay, and then we do the same thing on the other side. Just try this for 1 to 2 minutes every day, and you will notice the eyesight is much better. Relaxed, muscles get relaxed. So that's one. If you need to write it down, you may do so. Now, the second pressure point is between the middle and the ring finger, and this pressure point is for the lungs. Okay, so anybody with lungs related issues, immune system, so just go ahead and do the same thing. We're going to do the pressure point, that softer part. We're going to apply a pressure there. Yeah, as much as you have strength, apply that much pressure. That's why it's called pressure. So as much as pressure you can apply, you can do that. Okay, so same thing. We're going to do that same thing on the other side. Okay. All right. Now this was for the lungs. Now the next pressure point we're going to do is between the ring finger and the pinky. And this pressure point is for the ears. Okay. Now, a lot of people, when they have dizziness, vertigo, correct? Lightheadedness. So what happens is the signaling system from the ears to your brain, there is some sort of compromise happening. Yeah, there's disconnection. That's why you feel lightheadedness. If you have ear infection, if there's any ear related problems, secretion coming out of ears, anything, this is the pressure point for that. Okay, the other side, same thing. So when you do like this, you're able to apply much better pressure. I'm just showing you like this so you can see it. Okay. Beautiful. So again, this pressure point was for the eyes. The second one we did was for the lungs. And the third one we did was for the, you remember? Ears. Excellent. All right. Beautiful. Now let's do our second breathing and we'll come back to another pressure points later. Okay. Let's do our second breathing and I'm going to tell you how this benefits as well. So everybody who has been coming to this session should know forceful exhalation. If you are new and not sure how to do it, if you know how to do it, get started. If you're new, just put your finger right below your nostrils and forcefully exhale. When you're exhaling, the air is coming out right on your finger. Again, it all depends on how much pressure you have. The more pressure you apply from the nose exhaling, the more your organs in the midsection, they get exercise. So let's do this together. Just exhale, just breathe. Exhalation. Inhalation is normal. Exhalation is forceful. When you're exhaling, you will notice your midsection. Yeah? Your midsection is going in automatically. If you put your hand right around your midsection, stomach area, it should automatically go in with the power of your exhalation. Is it going in? That means all your organs, please continue as I'm talking if you would like. As we are exhaling, all the organs in the midsection, our kidneys, liver, pancreas, stomach, intestines, all of them, the major organs are in the midsection. That's why they say when you gain weight in the midsection, it's a danger zone, right? Why is that? Because our organs capacity has reduced and a lot of fat cells, yeah, things that are not supposed to build up is building up. And that's why they say, go work out, watch your diet, right? Do all of this stuff. Why? Because it's necessary to make sure that the organs have enough space to breathe. Does that make sense? If they're able to breathe properly, then they can function properly. And that's why in yoga, we say everything needs to be balanced. Yeah. If your kidneys, let's say you drink too much water, your kidneys will continue to flush, flush, flush. So that's also imbalance. So you need to do everything in a balanced way. So when we are exhaling, all the organs, they all know what to do. That's why this topic that I chose was just breathe. Yeah, you just have to pay attention to which breathing you have to do and just keep breathing. Your body is so smart. Yeah, thanks to God. We've been given such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful car. Yeah, this is the only car you're going to have. If you don't like this car, you're not going to have any other car in this lifetime, at least. So take care of this car beautifully. If there is any problem, that means you're the best mechanic to fix it. Because you are the one who's the creator of this body. Your emotions, everything is creating your organs the way they should be functioning. So if the kidneys, if our emotions are always in fearfulness, fear, that fear actually goes into your kidneys and creates imbalance. So it's not just the food we eat impacts our body's organs, it's all the emotions. So that's why they say, think right and eat right. If you can do those two things, you will be balanced. But many times we're not now thinking right or even eating right. So now we can see how we are imbalanced. The moment we start fixing that, slowly and surely, right? Because if I have a habit of eating something, doing something for a long, long time, then it's hard to change. But slowly, if you just breathe, the organs will know how to come back to its balance. And when you start doing that, you actually want to eat healthier too, because now the pharmacy inside is making a lot of producing a lot of chemicals, and the chemist has to work extra if it doesn't pay attention, right? So, same thing, if you continue to work on a journey of balancing everything, you will notice the life will be much better. What will do to the body's organs, your lifestyle? Well, you will notice your blood pressure will start to get better depending on how well you do. If you have blood pressure, don't do really fast. Don't do that. Okay? Do it very slowly. One exhalation every second. Very calm. Just paying attention, yet relaxed and being full. It will actually bring very calmness to your body as well, to the mind. And when the mind and body both are relaxed, guess what? Everything starts to balance. Okay? So again, your blood pressure will start to get better, cholesterol, diabetes, your pancreas will start to activate the insulin. Insulin, which we thought was not producing, will start to produce. And lots of results I personally have seen in many cases that they have reversed a lot of ailments, a lot of lifestyle diseases. These are our own creation of the diseases that are imbalance, whether it's mind or body is creating it. Yeah. And again, some of it is our karmic accounts. We won't get to that. But even if it is karmic account, today I have a choice, right? If I'm ill, I can't say, yeah, it's my karmic account. But what do I do today to fix it? The moment I fix, I'm creating a new future, right? A new destiny for myself. Okay. Everyone okay with this breathing? Arthritis, any autoimmune diseases, all of them gets reversed. If you have endometriosis, if you have polycystic ovaries, this is one of the best exercise you can do. Yeah, you can do 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour. We've seen the more your pharmacy is busy working, chemist is working, the chemicals are being produced naturally. Okay? All right. Now, the next pressure point, because we have so many pharmacies outside, we've gotten a little lazy to make this chemist work to produce those chemicals. But the more and more we produce, the more and more we will get the power and we will see, wow, it works. But it's going to be our experience. Yeah, I cannot share my experience and tell you to feel that. It cannot happen. I can share my experience. I can tell you, you can be inspired, you can do it, and then you feel it. Yeah, then you get your own experience. That is the best way to really see how these breathings, exercises, staying calm, relaxing, all of that helps. All right, ready for another pressure point? Now, all these pressure points, you can do it while, you're relaxing or what have you, even when you're breathing. All of these pressure points on the top of your tip of your fingers, not all the way on the top, but right on the base of you can apply pressure to all of them. This is for circulation of the blood. Yeah. So just go ahead and just pressure point all of them. So you can press like 10 times, 5 times. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. So index finger, 5 times, middle finger, 5 times. Apply as much pressure as your body is letting you. Okay, same thing on your other hand. I'm going to apply the pressures. Does it hurt? Anyone? Does it hurt? No? That's good. So by sitting and doing this, let's say you're working 8 hours a day, 1 hour, take a few deep breaths, do the pressure points of circulation. If you cannot move around, it's great when you're traveling, you're in the plane, it's a great pressure points to do. Okay, so these are all for circulation. All right. Now I have another pressure point for the neck. Anybody has neck pain? Okay. And do we know why the neck pain comes? Going to the source gives us the solid answers. But going to the source requires my own intellect to open up that what caused my neck pain. So a lot of times when we are overthinking, when we have too much pressure here, that pressure builds up and our nerves, our bones, everything is catching that. In the first place it comes is your neck. And then that's why they say that's why when we move like that, it just releases that pressure. If you don't take care of that, then it goes into your shoulders. And then it goes down to your body. So this is the pressure point, area where you need to make sure that you take care. Okay, so you take care here first, so the nerves become calm and relaxed, and your neck will become relaxed. Does that make sense? So the whole idea behind is relaxing. Just breathe. Everything is happening. We have no control outside. The only control we have is within us. So if I just become an observer and do what I have to do, then I don't have to take or carry the tension or vibrations that's coming from out. Yeah, there's so much fear, there's so much of anxiety. All of that is coming from outside. But if I just breathe, if I focus on myself, you will be much more relaxed and your neck won't have to pay the toll. So behind your thumb, right in the between the middle section, so it's your spine, your neck spine is right in the center. So on the sides, we're going to apply the pressure like that with the other thumb. Okay, you can go top or you can go bottom and just go around like that. And then same thing on the other side. So we're gonna again rest it like that and just almost like you're massaging that area. As much pressure as you can. And you can just do this for 1 to 2 minutes. And if you have neck pain, you will definitely have pain here. Okay? So that's the indication that I have the right pressure point. Okay? So we're going to do that. And then we switch and do on the other side. And same pressure points are on your feet as well. All right. Are we good? Yeah? All right. If you have any questions, please hold on to them. Yeah, keep it right here, and then we'll get to them later. Okay. Now, the next breathing, and if you have any questions, okay, today's a session, we're going to open it up. You ask about anything, and we will answer. All right. The next breathing we're going to do is our alternate nostril breathing, which everybody is aware, balancing the brain left and right. So let's do this, and then we'll explain how this breathing will help. Close the right side with your, yeah, we're going to use our thumb and middle two fingers. Inhale through your left. Close your left, exhale right. Now same side, inhale. And exhale the other side. Inhale, same side. Exhale, right side. Inhale, right side. Exhale, left side. Same side, inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Let's continue. And relax. Wonderful. Okay, if you want to continue while I'm talking, please do that. The more and more we do this, the more and more benefits we receive, right? As they say, by listening, you receive knowledge. By doing, you get wisdom. Yeah? You become wiser. So there is knowledge from everywhere, but when I use it, my body will experience that, and it will give you that wise decision making, that wisdom that it needs to come from that. So when we do this breathing, what happens is our left and right side of our brain has a beautiful activity that is happening. So when you breathe in from the left side, your right side of the brain is activated. Yeah? So your emotions, everything that is caring, emotions meaning art, all of those that require more of emotions of the right side will start to activate. On the left side, when you breathe in from the right, the left side is more disciplined, decision making, discerning, all of that is happening from the left side. So at lots of time, anybody who's a doctor, judge, lawyer, they need a lot of discerning power, right? Judging power, discipline power. So that's the left side. Right side, teachers, they need more of emotions. Mothers, more emotions, right? Art major. All of them require more of that love. So love and law. Left side is law, right side is love. When they're balanced, what will happen? You can't even comprehend. And that's why we say each and every cell of your brain is connected to trillions of other cells in your body. Yeah? So if one cell that you're talking to and you say, my day is not going well today, that cell, one of them, communicated to the trillions of cells and it said, my day is not going well. If I interrupted that one cell of imbalance, all my trillions of cells are having that communication of imbalance. If I tell that one cell that I'm perfectly healthy, happy, I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do, yeah, while putting the effort, the trillions of cells are actually connected with that and saying yes. So the healing starts to happen when you just put that first step, right? As God says, first step is yours, 1,000 steps are with, I will follow with you, right? So that means if we just breathe, if we just continue what I have to do with discipline, with faith, yeah, they say anything you do, believe it. If you don't believe it, then don't do it because it's as good as not doing it. Yeah? So when you don't even have that belief system is carried out by actually knowing something and doing it again and again, that becomes my belief system. So if somebody does this breathing every single day, your body continues to release those hormones. Now, the brain is such that it has capacity to open up the new pathways. Isn't it wonderful? So, if you have any brain related ailments, if you continue this breathing, that's why they say autoimmune disease is related to our brain. Yeah? Somehow, our chemicals that are being released is actually trying to kill your own good cells. Instead of fighting the other cells, it's actually killing your own good cells. And that's the autoimmune disease, right? Your friends are actually acting as an enemy. So our white blood cells, which is our army every single day, which changes. So that white blood cells, if they're doing their job properly, then our red blood cells, which change every 90 days, will show the result of how the army is fighting. So the red blood cells is when the whole purification of the blood is happening. So white blood cells, red blood cells, and then you have the energy, which is hemoglobin, which shows if you have a good amount of energy or you don't, right? Those are all numbers, but we have to understand, right? If I'm feeling good, if I'm the doctor of my body, if I'm feeling good whole day, isn't that the best diagnose and the solution? Isn't it? Now we go for diagnostic tests again and again and again, and when we come back, we're more sad. Why? We're sad because we don't know the solution. Now, knowing the solution, doctor even says, I will give you the chemicals until you come up with your own agenda, whether you're going to work out, whether you're going to work on your eating habits, whether you're going to work on your stress. You may not come back to me because you'll be completely healed. But if you don't, you will have to make an appointment with me again. So they're doing their job perfectly. Yeah, they're telling us if you do this, you won't have to come back. But if you don't, I'm always here for you. So now we have to know which solution I need, because the pharmacy is inside, the doctor is inside, the chemist, everything is inside. So if I just go inward and really try to change my habits, habits are very hard to change, right? Sometimes, but doing it really is the solution. Then the fear goes away. Yeah, if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, then there is no fear. But if I'm not, then the fear comes in. And that's where we are all imbalanced. So when we start thinking that I'm completely balanced, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, then the life is carefree. Then you become a carefree emperor, right? Because we are that. We are fearless. And only then we can bring the solutions to our own self and feel free. Now, anybody has back pain? No back pain? Yes, each one of us. We're sitting on a computer, maybe, working or what have you, Zoom right now. So back pain is something which mostly everyone is suffering. Yeah? The whole system, our body is whole system. So everything is connected to something else. So now the pressure point for our back is around the index finger. If you go down, that's the bone, right? On the hand. This hand where the bone is, this is your spine. Now, if you go inside, so you're going to take your finger and press inside that bone like that, like that. So depending on where your back pain is, you're just going to find the pressure point first. Now, if you have a lot of back pain, and if you just apply a pressure, it should hurt you. That means you found the right pressure point. And once you find that, you just keep your hand like that, and then you apply the pressure. Do that for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, however much time that you need to give to feel that relaxation. Okay, same thing on the other side. You do the same thing. So again, this is your spine, okay, around the index finger where the bone is, and inside that bone is where the muscles are aching or spasming, whatever. So we're actually releasing those spasms from here. And the more a pressure point you apply, the more you feel good. I was somewhere over the weekend. It was a ceremony of some godly ceremony going on. And right after that, they knew that I was a yoga teacher. So everybody came, and actually, first person came who had a back pain. So I did the pressure point. Then I didn't know I had a lines of people waiting just for their back pain. Everyone had back pain. And the moment I did pressure point for first person, he said, "Wow, I feel so good." Imagine just 2, 3 minutes of pressure points that I applied, and that first person, he started feeling so good. So the second person in line said, "Wow, if he can feel good, I'm also going to try this." So he also came, and then somebody else. So everybody came. So everybody is suffering somewhere or the other, some way or the other. So, solution again, very simple. If you have a back pain, try this. It works amazingly. And again, if you have any questions, we'll take those later. But the pressure point is for the back, neck. We did it for before, our tongue. Yeah. All the pressure points on the top of your fingers. Okay. This is for blood circulation. Index finger, middle finger. This is for your eyes. Middle and ring finger. This is for your lungs. Ring finger and your pinky finger. This is for your ears. Okay, so we covered lots of pressure points today. And these are the main ones. Yeah. If you can just, as you're breathing, do these pressure points when you're relaxing, you can do these pressure points any time of the day. Everyone feeling good? Okay. So we have, now we're going to open up. I know you guys were so good in listening to me for 45 minutes. I'm sure you have something to share, right? Or something to ask, something to say. So I'm going to go ahead and unmute whoever has any questions. Please unmute and ask any questions, anything you have.
Can you please show the neck point, please?
Sure. So it's right behind your thumb.
No, neck. No, the one neck.
This is for the neck, brother. Did you say neck, right? Neck?
Yeah, neck. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's right behind your thumb and right in the midsection.
Oh, okay.
Where you're going to apply the pressure point on both sides, because
Not
the
here.
bone is right in the middle.
Thank you.
So you apply it on the side.
Thank you.
Exactly. Hello, and
yes,
namaskar. Can we get the video on this one later for later viewing?
Yes, I think we're recording this, so Sister Antonia will definitely send it out.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions?
I'm off camera because I'm not feeling well today, but I do feel pain when I press the points for the blood. When I press my fingers, I do feel pain.
Okay. All of them?
No, not all of them, like the middle ones.
Between the ring and middle finger, is that the one right there?
When we're pressing the pads on the fingers that you had showed.
Okay. Yeah. So the lungs.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So you can go ahead and just keep pressing, even if it hurts. Just continue to do so, because when it's paining, that means there is some sort of activity that's happening there. So just keep pressing it, and it will get better.
Okay. Thank you.
Question?
Hi. Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Is there a pressure point? You might have already reviewed that for your chest, for your lungs and heart.
Yeah, this is for the lungs right here, and actually another pressure point. Let me just go over, because since you said heart and all, so we have so many pressure points in our hands. Okay, so start from your index finger and just go around and make a big circle like this, and then go into another smaller circle just around there, and then go again to another smaller circle. Keep continuing in that circle. Continue until you come to the middle, and this is your kidney pressure point actually. Okay, so this shall cover many other pressure points that we are talking about as well. So just continue to do that, just in the circle like this. Okay, and then when you come to the middle, that's your kidney. So you can also do the kidney pressure points for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Same thing on the other side. So you're going to actually put your hand like this and then just circle.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Shanti. Is there a pressure point for your shoulder?
For the shoulders, there's not really a pressure point, but you can massage the areas of the neck and behind here, because everything is interconnected. So if you have a shoulder pain, if you go behind, there might be lots of spasm as well. So breaking those spasms is going to help you with the shoulders. And again, it's we talked about it. Any tension here will bring tension in your neck and then the shoulders. So just breathe was a perfect topic, because you just have to just pay attention. Whenever you have tension, just take a few moments and just say, I'm going to release all the tension. Just take a few moments of, and that releasing of that tension really does help, you know? So,
Yes, that's where I carry the most on pain is in my shoulder and my upper backs, because over the years I carried a lot of heavy bags.
yeah, we all have, right? And
Yes.
a lot of times, you know, we understand that, okay, I don't need to carry this, so we let it go. But still, in a
Yes, absolutely.
subtle way, we're still carrying something. So,
Thank
it's
you.
working on that. That would help. Yes.
Thank you.
Hello
Hi,
there.
I'm Shanti. Hi.
Shan-
I want to ask also, is there a pressure point for anxiety and frustration? And also another question is that what's the relation between the pressure point and also with the vagus nerve? You know, the vagus nerve, the central nervous system on our backbone. So is there a connection with them also? Thank you.
Sure. For anxiety, depression, basically, in anxiety and depression, I have noticed in many of the students that I've been teaching for many years, it's their weak thoughts that is creating that. The moment we start feeling, yeah, the moment you act breathing, you feel you're doing something for yourself. And that creation of your thoughts that I'm going to do something about it really helps that anxiety. So first is the anxiety, and then we go into depression, because anxiety is lots of, it's a thoughts that multiply and gets to a point where you know, our body doesn't know how to react or control. So it goes into that, you know, some people's hands will shake, feet will shake, their body will move. So it's a sign of, you know, like we're not able to control it. And then depression is another stage of more and more weak thoughts, more and more negative thoughts are accumulating, and that depression becomes silence. And when that silence is there, the suppression energy is so much that we just don't know how to take it out. So people go into silence. During that time, some of the chemicals that we take from outside will help you to bring little balance, but doing our own work from the breathing, right thinking, being around right people, all of that helps a lot. So that also helps with the vagus nerve that you were talking about. It's all connected. Everything is connected to the soul, right? The soul is always peaceful, loveful, powerful. But because of all of this cloud that we bring in ourselves, sometimes creates more of our imbalance. So slowly and surely, any imbalance that we have, over time, we ourselves need to work on it. Yes, help is out there. So many help is there now, right? But now, even with so much of help going on, we're still wondering which help is better. Should I be doing this? Should I be doing this? So even in that, we're getting caught up. Yeah. So when there's so much of information, I need to stick to something that gives me ease. If it's not giving me ease, and I'll share an example of one student. Long time ago, she had an autoimmune disease, and she was on actually chemotherapy medicines, and she was doing fusion, 3 months or 6 months on chemotherapy medicine they were giving her. After doing the breathing, she started feeling so much better. She didn't need that medicine. And she started sharing that I feel so good, sister. I do this every single day. I feel so good. forward 6 months later, she must have told her family members that, hey, I'm not taking this medicine anymore and I'm feeling so great. All the people around her started saying, you're crazy. You should never stop the medicine. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? And all of a sudden, her pain started happening again. So where I'm getting is 70% of the diseases, ailments we're feeling now is psychosomatic. If something you're doing is making you feel good, keep it with you, share it with yourself or divine. Yeah, not everybody, because in this world today, everybody's going to have a difference of opinion. Yeah, even what I'm teaching now, you'll have some opinions, right? But the opinions will become treasure only when you apply it and say, okay, let me give it a try. Only then that will become, that's when we say information is so much, when I use it, it becomes my wisdom. Otherwise, it only stays as information, and we have loads of information. So then she started going to acupuncture, she started going to swimming pools, she started going places, and still she's not feeling so great. Why? What was working in that 6 months? That faith, that belief system, her own power that she was doing without any interruptions. And that gave her. The chemist inside was working for her. Then when she started listening to others, then the chemist started shutting down.
Thank you. Yeah, for the whole wisdom. Yeah, you're right. The phase is the thing that binds
Absolutely.
everything in this, how to heal
Faith.
yourself. Thanks.
Faith. Any other questions? Yes, dear.
Hi, excuse me. I have a question, and also I wanted to ask you to go over the one that you talked about, the breath for the autoimmune, to share with some people who I know. I heard you saying this was great to do, but then I missed the part that you said what it was. The question I have is about at night I tend to kind of, I don't want to say grind my jaw, but before bed I notice like my mouth is pressing tight with the tongue up against the roof of my mouth. And then I'll try to put a pillow or my hand here to let my jaw drop and relax before I sleep. And it's definitely a habit. And I try to change it, and then I notice I'm doing it again. So for sleep and for jaw, to relax the jaw, if you have any suggestions, that would be great.
Sure. Actually, a very good exercise for the jaw muscles is if you take your fingers and just hold like that on one side and just hold in that position for 1 to 2 minutes. And then you do the same thing on the other side with your mouth open. It will relax all your jaw muscles, and any imbalance that you have, you'll feel much better.
Great.
Okay.
And then
as far as the autoimmune that breathing, it's called alternate nostril breathing. One of the best breathing.
I know that one then.
Yeah, that's all you have to do. just breathe.
So I didn't miss it. I just missed the connection. Thank you so much.
Okay. And I know one of the sister was holding hand and she didn't get anybody else question?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes, dear, go ahead.
Thank you so much for today's session. I was noticing I experience constipation, and I notice it affects the nerves down the left leg. What can I do for, I guess, revigorating the nerve to come back to balance?
Yeah. So constipation is an issue that our body is imbalanced. So eating right fiber food. One of the best diet that I have come across recently in the last few years is fruits in the morning till 12 o'clock. Eat as many fruits as you want. Even if you're diabetes, eat as many sweet fruits as you want, because that will reverse your diabetes. Okay. And I have actually practically seen it in people when I offered this suggestion, and they said, wow, my sugar numbers are perfect. So eat fruits till 12 o'clock afternoon before you eat your lunch. Have another bowl salad, first plate of a bowl of salad, just finish that, and then second plate, whatever you want to eat. Do the same thing for dinner. That really helps with the constipation, because that constipation causes the nerves. So it's a vata imbalance. In Ayurveda, we say any time there is too much air in the body and not enough fiber and other stuff, it causes that imbalance. So, and the breathing, all of the breathings actually helps balance Vatvit-Kapha, which is air, fire, and mucus. So it's amazing. So just breathe, eat right, think right, and all of that will help. And I know one sister had her hand up. Go ahead, dear. You've been very patient.
Good day, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, great. So what do you suggest for, and we're talking about breathing, for the bedroom, particularly to go to sleep? Of course, there's lavender, which most of us should know, but again, for the lung capacity, so that I'm having a mad love affair with a roll of toilet paper. I wake up and I have to expel mucus throughout the night. So something's going on there. And thank you for these exercises.
Absolutely. If you have sleep apnea, if you have any sort of sleep issues, or in the nighttime, what to do, just do this breathing, alternate nostril breathing. It is so good that I will share the experience of my neighbor. She said, anytime I cannot sleep, I do this for 5 minutes and I sleep like baby. So that 5 minutes, give yourself and just do this alternate nostril breathing, because it balances your left and right side, sympathetic and parasympathetic. The whole nervous system, the whole body's chemical composition gets balanced. And that's what we need before we go to sleep. And again, when you're doing the breathing, it's as good as meditation, right? Because you're focusing and you're doing the action. So breathing and meditation is actually combined in a way with the awareness that I, the soul, am doing this for this body. So combination of both comes into just the awareness of
Thank
breathing.
you.
All right. Okay. Believe we are a little over, but I just wanted to make sure that any questions, you guys have been so good, just listening. So I told Sister Antonio, this time we'll just, questions, answers, anything. We'll just go ahead and open up. So if I didn't get to anybody, if you didn't speak, that's why they say forever hold your breath. Well, you don't have to hold it forever. Next session, whenever it is, if you have any questions, we'll take that too. Okay? All right. Thank you, everyone. Let's sit in silence for 1 minute. Remember the divine. Let's close our eyes, leave our eyes open. Just visualize that I, the soul, I'm peaceful, loveful, I'm healthy, and I'm perfect. I connect to my Supreme Father. Get his energy, his vibrations, healing vibrations are coming to me. And I'm completely charged